So today, we're gonna do something a little bit special. I wanted to do Reviewsy Tuesdays. So this was sort of born out of my desire to give back to all of the fantastic builders in the community. There's a lot of builders in the Robocraft 2 community that make like awesome bots, and you know, they spend a lot of time on them. And you know, I'm always happy to look at viewers' bots and, you know, or just whatever, whose bots, it doesn't matter. You know, I give my thoughts on them. I'll take them into games and everything. That's cool. But I feel like I could do more, and there really needs to be more for you guys. It feels like there's not enough appreciation, because it takes a long time to make these really good bots. So, you know, for all those builders out there, I wanted to do something. This is my idea. So I wanted to do like a full bot review, and I have a rating system, and there's objective tests that we run, and there's some categories that we rate the bot on, and all of that gets mathed together, and it gives us a final result. And the way I set up the scale, it's 0 to 10, and it's really hard to get 10. It's going to be hard for a bot to hit 10 out of 10 in every category. So the NightShade from OXxzyDoOM. So this is a great bot that I've tried a little bit myself. I'll just leave it up here for a while so people can read the description. Maybe I'll go through it myself. State-of-the-art combat vehicle combining both Manicore's and Caliban's philosophies. Take hits and rush the enemy. NightShade comes equipped with a hefty laser turret, a fast turn mode, ooh, and a strafe steering mode, ooh, to gain the edge in combat. And crouch gives you the strafe mode, jump is brakes, run is your fast turning, and it turns on the lights. Alright, so let's check it out. So I think I'll start with the objective tests, and we'll just like blast through those, and then we'll play the games, and then we'll leave the subjective ratings for last. Alright, so for the Medivh test, we line up at the shield here for the starting point, right? And then we're gonna go to the enemy spawn, and then back here, and that's the finish line. That's it. Very simple test. And then we just take the time that we get in minutes, and we use that into our sheet here. Alright, so here we go. And when I do this, you know, I'm trying to do it as best as I can, really, but I'm not like, you know, super sweaty try-hard mode on this. You know, I'm not going to sweat that happening right here, because that kind of stuff, it happens in a real game. And I also don't think it's really fair to have the author of the bot do this run, because they know their bot inside and out. They know how to make it do all the crazy turns and everything. So asking them to do a speed run is not really accurate representation of how mobile the bot is, because that's really what we're trying to measure here. We're trying to get an objective measure of mobility, and that's why I'm not just taking it into like lightweight test or something and doing just like a straight line, how fast can you drive test. You know, I want some terrain and stuff here, and that kind of evens out the test a little bit. And then instead of just running it a bunch of times, you know, I travel to one end of the map, and then I travel back, and then you just use that number. And the way I set up my scale, the objective test, it uses this value as a divisor. So this just works as the right size number, really. I could use a different map, but this has been working for now. I'm considering using Iona, though. Alright, here we go. Looks like we got about 1:45. Really, the main reason why I used Medivh instead of Iona is because, I mean, originally I was going to use Iona, but then I decided, you know what? Iona is just too flat, you know? I think you need some vertical terrain, some hills, because of the really heavy tanks. I can see them getting decent scores on Iona. You know what I mean? Because you can just reach max speed and then travel without stopping to the end of the map. And because the map is so long, you know, it's going to average out and you're going to be all right. And that's not really accurate. All right. So I'm going to take this into test. And real quick, I'll go over what the other tests we do are going to be here. So we've got number of plasmas to deseat, and I measure this using the test turret, and I shoot it from the front, from the back, and from the side, and then I average it. Plasmas to degun, same thing, shoot it from front, back, and side. If it's an AIO, then it's always going to be 2, so I don't test it. So Gary Laps is something that I came up with myself. It's just you shoot a Gary, and then you travel 3 times if you can. You know, I decided I'm probably just going to max it at 3. If you can make it at least 3 times around the tower without dying, that's fine, you know. It's really just like a check to see, is your pilot seat reinforced, you know? Is there like a weak spot if you get shot from the side or something? Can you withstand some sustained laser fire? That sort of thing. Gary body count, that's similar. It's just, can I kill all 4 Garys? If I can do it easily, then I won't bother testing it again. If it was kind of close, or if I didn't get them all, then I'll do it 3 times and I'll average it. And then last, we've got the win-loss result. I'm sorry. We got the win-loss result over here. And for this, I'm thinking, originally I was going to go like, so it's just, you play 5 games, and then it's the result. So if you lose 5 games, it's -5. And if you win 5 games, it's 5. And if you go 3-2, it's 1. But then I decided that's kind of weird. Like, the amount of weight that it gives, it just feels off. I think it would make more sense so that, like, if you go 3-2, you get 1. If you go 2-3, you get -1, right? And then if you go 4-1, I think you should get 2 points maybe, and then 3 points. So it's just like a chance to pick up extra points, basically. All that gets added to the objective score over here. And then the way I did it, you'll see the bird of prey, for example, that passes more than 10, right? So to get around this, I just capped it. So in the calculation, it's just limited at 10. So it just can't go higher than 10. All right. So first, I think we're going to do the plasma test. And then we're going to do the Gary stuff. And then we'll take it into games. Yeah. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. So 5. So that's just an average of 4. Plasmas to degun. And 3. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 2, and it looks like we... Yeah, I think we lost them all. Yep. So 2.67 average for the plasma to D-gun, and 4 for the plasma to D-seat. Now we're going to test Gary laps. So, Gary laps, once again. So I'm just going to shoot at Gary, and then I'm going to run laps around this tower in the middle. We're going to see how many I can do. If I can do at least 3, then that's like the max. So if you can do 3 reliably, that's good. And then I do it 3 times without reloading test. Oh, whoops. There we go. Oh, I can use the drift steer. Oh, are we good? Are we gonna do it? Oh, oh, so close. Oh, that was 2 3/4, right? Okay, so question. Should I try? I mean, I'll just try it and see if it makes a difference, because I'm curious, like, you know, to be fair to bots that like this one have extra steering abilities, right? Should I use that here, you know? Because the rule is just I can't shoot back, basically. So I'm gonna try it and see if it makes a difference, because I was like going really wide. And, you know, the tighter circles you make, the faster you go, right? That's a little bit better. Oh, can we make it half? Oh, counting it. I think it's just fair for me to use that for any bot that has some sort of extra steering during this test. It doesn't help too much, but it does help. Oh, we can almost make 3. Oh, so close. Oh, can we do it? Oh, yes, yes. Counting it. That was very close, though. So I'm going to use the 3 tests where I use the extra steering. And that was 2 3/4, 2 3/4, 2.5, and 3. So for the last objective test, I'm just going to go into test mode, and then I'm gonna try to kill all 4 Garys. Very simple. There's not really much rules other than that. And if I kill all 4 reliably, like really easily, then I don't need to do it again. But if it's close at all, or if I don't kill them all, then I'll run it 3 times and I'll average it like I do with the other test. All right, here we go. This is a laser bot, so it's probably going to be pretty easy. If you can just de-gun him like this. It just takes like a couple seconds. There we go. Easy peasy. Look at that. You lasers. Okay. So with that, I think we are done with our objective tests, except for we gotta play 5 games. but it's already looking pretty good. So the NightShade, here, I'll show you guys how it's looking so far. So, we got our medium runtime here. Plasmas to DC, averaged at 4. The D gun, 2 2/3. Number of Gary laps, 2 3/4. Gary body count. That's just 4 out of 4. Now we're gonna do our win-losses. All right, we got a game. Time to test the NightShade.
3, 2, 1, commence.
Hunsmer. Berries. Fresh berries.
Our team has captured the near point.
Fresh off the tower. Purple berries are the freshest. They got that crisp protonium taste, you know. You can taste the cold Martian air, that delicious dust. I don't know who capped our near. I hope somebody's got that though. But look at this. They're not taking their near at all.
Your team has captured the far point.
All right. More fresh berries for me. Got his turret, I think, yeah. That's why he's running.
Your team has captured the near point.
Ooh, the steering is nice for this kind of situation. So, my friend. I just want to push his bot into him. Where'd he go? There he is. Look at this stomp. Off to a strong start here. They tried to rush our near, and that backfired about as hard as it could. Because they didn't take their near. That was the only tower they've held in this game. Did that guy just recall? Okay, now I got the Judicator to worry about. I might want to go to mid just so I can maybe shoot it. Oh, we got somebody. Not the pilot, though, it looks like. HQ somewhere over there. They're going for our near again.
The enemy team have captured the far point.
Ow. Yeah, but you're not just doing it as like a black. You have like this matte purple, kind of midnight purple. That's one of the coolest things about the
Enemy team has captured
like the new
near point.
lighting and just how all the materials look. If you color something that's like really close to black, then you'll be able to see the color only at certain angles, basically. Looks awesome. 200 IQ. Look at this guy. Oh no! It backfired.
Captured the far point.
Oh, the adjudicator, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. We're still alive though. Oh, can we live? Can we live until the victory screen? Oh, so close. But we got the win. That's what counts.
Three, two, one, commence.
All right. Oh, we got Null Persona on our team. Oh, and Vattenfad on the enemy team. That might be a little bit of a challenge if he's playing his HDA.
Our team has captured the near.
Oh, it's Vattenfad. Yeah, I'm gonna go for his wheels. What in the heck is that? Maybe I'll just try to kill this thing. I can already see his pilot seat because it's a normal dart. Okay, looks like Vattenfad is going for a near. Oh, it's a gooseneck skirmisher. What the heck? I like how I'm just able to sit here. Come on, I can see his face. How is that not killing him? Oh, I'm just barely too close. There we go. Going straight for this guy's pilot seat. Uh-oh. We lost the gun. Oh no. The dart with the hammer.
Your team has captured the far point.
Well,
The enemy
looking like
team
another
has
stomp here.
captured the far point.
I like using the shift for correcting overdrift when that happens. It's kind of weird to say, but like the fact that there's lights that makes it feel more satisfying to use. I don't know if that makes sense. There's no way I'm gonna beat this guy though. Why am I trying to fight bot and bot? He's so tanky. Look at that barrel. Give me those berries, that's all I want. We are still trucking. Look at that. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh no. Can we beat him? Oh, he's trying to flip me. Guns flying off. I see guns flying off. Yeah! We did it! Oh no, he's got friends though. But we beat Bot and Bot in the 1v1.
Your team has
He's got a really strong
captured
turret.
the point.
What size are your hinges, by the way, Oxy? Are these the small ones or the mediums? The aiming hinge. They're the mediums? Yeah, that makes sense. I can't remember if I used the large or the medium on my Basilisk, but it also uses a double barrel, double aiming hinge design. It's not merged though. For some reason I was having difficulties when I merged it. It was giving me plain jank. We are just crushing it again. Whoops. Was trying to be stylish there. Drive and shoot. Reverse. Oh! Hello. Oh, or I think it was the rail actually. I think he got hit by a rail at the same time that we crashed into him. Oh, I see. You can like be a little hard to hit. Ah, you can kind of sidewinder toward points. Oh, we lost some wheels though. Got hit pretty hard with the plasma. Ha! Oh, what is that? Nice. What that looks like to me. All those funny little tanks from World War I. Sorry, I'm not like a huge tank enthusiast, but like I love the way they look and everything. I've just never like learned all the names and everything. Anyway, okay. So we've got the NightShade here. We're up 2-0. Let's see if we can continue the win streak. Picking up more points in the objective score category. Oh, is that a koi? We koi gaming? would be interesting to do a comparison. Oh, and there's Starshock, by the way. The creator of the koi.
Your team has captured the midpoint.
Wow. Look at this chaos. Oh, let's take out this dart. Whoa, whoa. Everybody's trying to take mid. Yeah, I think I need to get out of here. I think I'll just go use the elevator because I really want to go back to middle anyway. Oh! Oh, we got him! Oh, and that guy's on foot too! Yes! Oh, now we can just get the tower. Woo!
Has captured the far point.
Whoa. Oh, he's a clapper. I couldn't see what he was doing. I could just tell it was something physicsy. Yeah, the arms race of Robocraft. That's why I love this game, or one of the reasons, you know, one of the many reasons. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, this might hurt. Oh, no. He wants to ram us. I was hoping he wasn't in the mood to ram. Oh, we can bust it off with the turret. Wait, what? Oh my god.
The enemy team have captured the midpoint.
Oh no. Wait, he's running? Okay. I know, right? Pew, pew, pew. One laser. His AIO is in the way of me shooting his face. Come on, I can see you. You're right there. There we go. And I might need a little help against Starshock. I feel like he's just been doing that this game because I haven't seen him very much, and somebody keeps capping our near. I think it might be Starshock. Being too fancy with the steering and not focusing on my aiming. Oh no, we're losing guns. That was totally my fault though. Trying to be fancy with my driving, not focusing on my shooting. Alright. Give me those berries. This thing is pretty easy for me to get used to. It's the strafe that gives me trouble. The situations where I want to use strafe, I'm just not used to thinking of it yet, you know? I need to play with it more. Yeah, like that was pretty cool right there.
The enemy team has captured the midpoint.
The double freighter chasing me. You know what I mean? And no offense to the new players, you know. It's just kind of funny. Like for a second my brain is like, oh no, it's the freighter mob. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you leave the starting area of town, there's just freighters roaming around. You gotta find the protonium chests. There's all these freighters trying to get you. Like roaming packs of freighters. We don't have boars in this game, we have freighters instead. Okay, I should stop memeing about freighters and try to win the game though, because they're about to cap all 3 points. Oh. That hurts. Oh, why did he get out? I must be hitting him. Oh, he got in the gunner seat. That was not the right play. Now I can just do that. Oh, but the freighter's gonna get me. See? What was I saying? Freighters, man. Biggest threat in the game. You never know when a wild freighter is gonna cross your path. Yeah, we do need to cap. This really ran away from us. Somebody's capping. Not if I can help it. We're close. Oh no. 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 Yeah, I think it's gonna be first loss.
Defeat. 3, 2, 1. Commence.
So I can just strafe like this. That's funny. I'm just gonna go straight to mid.
Your team has captured the midpoint.
Yeah, this is OXxzy's bot.
We have taken the lead.
Whoa. But we didn't die. Did we not take damage? Did you see that? Oh no, I see stuff missing. It's in the middle. Oh. Okay. Yeah. They tanked that really well. Other than me personally choosing, I'm not sure like what would be a good method to decide what bot we review next, you know? But I do kind of like the idea of having it be like a berry thing where you guys gotta contribute berries. And once we collect enough berries, we can do another bot review, right? But I also could do it that way, and I was thinking about that too. That would be another way to do it.
The enemy team has captured the near point.
Really breaks apart nicely, you know what I mean? But you're still able to move really easily. Because we took some pretty nasty rails there. We were still moving. Oh. They are on our mid. It's this guy. His gun. Ah.
Have captured the midpoint.
could have just shot him. He dies really fast.
Your team has captured the midpoint.
Ah, I can see. That makes sense. Whoa! Out of my way. I want to go up the ramp. No. No. Oh, this is so painful. Oh no. Not the Marauder. It's gonna murder me. I don't want to be murdered by Mod. Whoa. Whoa. Lived. Can you believe it? Oh, look. It's hiya. Is he using snorkels? He's using snorkels. I wonder if he's in the chat right now. Come on. Oh, we got the pilot. He's right there. Ah, come on. Oh no. We twisted against the towers. I mean, they're taking forever to kill us. Almost hit him too. Reassemble. There we go. They're gonna get mid. It looks like we might get far. Let's see if I can buy some more time on mid again. They're gonna cap it fast though. Look at those lasers. Jesus. I can't even get there in time. Oh! No! Flipped by a follower. Oh, but I landed.
Your team has captured the far point.
Woo! That dart. GG. Whoop. Being a little too fancy. Nice. Look at that.
We have taken the lead.
Oh, come on, guy. Oh, nice. Oh, that rail. Nice.
Has captured the near point. down the lead.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's up, guy? Oh! Got a little cocky there. They are going to work on redesigning the way the logic system works. It's cool what it allows us to do. It's just not very fun to use the system.
The enemy team has captured the midpoint.
What? There we go. Oh, nice. That looks like a powerful Robocraft. And it's at a really bad time for us. Like, the game could really run away from us. I really just want to kill this guy. It looks like my buddy here doesn't have any guns. I see that powerful Robocraft coming. Makes me scared. Yeah, we got the brick bowl on our team, actually. Maybe it'll be able to take out the powerful Robocraft. That'd be nice, right?
Your team has captured the midpoint.
God, here it is. Oh, run! Oh no! Oh, oh, it hurts. Oh, we dodged that plasma. Oh, I should be using shift. Nope. Ooh. It happens. Oh, he went to the gunner seat. What? Oh, he killed the servo. No. I can't hit him. Oh! I think we got him. That guy's gonna get me though. He's got a pincer. Chomper. Oh, we made it out. Is that a skirmisher that's been modified to be a chomper? I think it's a skirmisher. Ooh! Oh, we lost the turret. And that guy blocked us. Wow. How did he get de-seated from that range? Also, why is this guy not capping the point? I don't want to fight the Marauder. Are they not shooting me?
Your team has captured the
I know you have plasmas, right? You're pointed like right at me. Well, I mean, he had plasmas. Yeah, I think we might have just won unless they cap both points right here, which I really hope they don't. Gotta try to reassemble and get there. Nope, we got it.
victory.
4-1. Nice. So that's 2 points. 2 extra points. The way I'm doing it is if you're 3-2. Hey, Belial, thank you for the bits, man. So the way I'm doing it is if you go 3-2, you get 1 point. If you go 4-1, you get 2 points, like what just happened here. And if you go 5-0, it's 3 points. Okay, once again, the NightShade. Going over my ratings. So for mobility, I gave it a 7, which is the same score I gave the Caliban. I'll explain why. And it's actually 1 less than the Huntsman. So it's a little bit slower than the Caliban and the Huntsman, but the extra abilities that it has that let it strafe and do sharp turns make up for that, like in spades. And then also the fact that it just doesn't get caught on terrain or anything. You know, it's a bot that's like really well designed for mobility and the suspension as well. You know, I can feel all of that, and that really helps. Even though it's slightly slower, you know, it doesn't really affect it as much. Like, it plays pretty similar to the Caliban and the Huntsman despite being a little bit slower, I think. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I gave it a 7. And again, on my scales, I try to rate 5 as standard, and anything below 5 would be like, you reduced its mobility somehow. You know, it's worse than like your average bot. And I would consider your average bot to be like around, you know, like the Freighter, for example. On my scale, it gets a 5.2 for the final verdict. And for mobility, it gets a 4 because the Freighter is heavy. So it's a little bit on the slow side. You know, just to give you guys a frame of reference, that's a 4. And the Bird of Prey, which is like a really fast drone, that's a 10. Sorry, not a 10. That's a 9. Want to reserve the 10s for something that's like insane. Okay. I went for a 7 for mobility. Turret, again, and I'll just expand this here so you guys can see. I'm rating it based on its speed, so how fast it swivels to adjust to where you're aiming. Its range, meaning like the angle of range that you can fire, and that's why I brought it into test a minute ago to check. And it can shoot all the way up, and it has quite a bit of turret depression too, which is helpful because the bot is also tall, so you can kill skews. So that all gets factored in. I kind of average it if I'm like, you know, feeling like I really need to crunch the numbers here, you know, and that's what I did here, and it came out 7. And I think that's a pretty fair score because the turret, it is a little bit on the slow side, but the range is fantastic and it's really tanky. Especially from the front, which is where it counts the most. Because you want to be able to win in those, you know, 1v1 brawl situations where you get stuck there and you have to fight. The style points. Okay, so I think I might actually do 8 here. I wanted to do that. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty great. You know, I gave the Caliban a 7 and the Huntsman an 8. Because, you know, the Huntsman's a little bit more dripped out than the Caliban. And the Caliban looks fantastic, right? Again, 5 would be standard here. Something like, you know, if you, you know, like the freighter, you can see it gets a 6 because it's got some stripes and like the colors kind of match to make a pattern, or a palette, I mean, sorry. You know, it has a theme to it. You can understand like the style they were going for, right? You know, the Caliban's got a really nice, unique style. That's why it gets a 7. And I'm bumping it up to 8 here because it's like you took the style of the Caliban and then with the shape of the bot, it gave it more personality. So it's got this like armored Mars rover kind of look to it. You know what I mean? Like it feels like something that you could imagine like a military using on Mars. But it's got that, you know, that midnight purple. Here, let me just show this while we're talking about this here. You got the headlights, which work, of course, headlights and taillights, right? The aluminum grills, which always look great. The wheel guards and everything have this like nice shape to it. But they're high enough and cornered that you don't get caught on terrain, which is great. But you can see the color got this like midnight purple. So when you're looking at it from certain angles, it looks pretty much black. But then when you get up close to it, you can see it's like this midnight blue purple. Oh, and the shape of the turret, I really like that too, and it's got these little fancy bits. Even those details on the side. Very nice. Very nice look. So let's see, tankiness. And do I still agree with the 7 I gave it? Yeah, I think I do. I think that there's tankier bots. Like, I would reserve an 8 for like some of the heavier tanks, like a Signu bot or something like that. Probably get an 8. And then 9s, you know, there's some really big heavy things. There are things that are like ridiculously tanky. And I'm reserving the 10 for things that just change my perception of how tanky you can be. If I run into a bot that I'm like, this is the tankiest thing I've ever seen, that's gonna be the first one that gets a 10. Yeah. The Caliban definitely feels like one of those mediums that's creeping into heavy territory. So that's why I think it deserves the 7. And, you know, again, for frame of reference, the Huntsman is a 5 on here. You know, Huntsman is standard. What I would consider standard tankiness. The reason why the Huntsman probably feels tankier than that is because of this category here, which is the next one we're going to talk about. That's profile. The profile for me, you can think of it as shape or dodge or evasion. You know, I'm judging the shape of your robot. I'm not considering like how fast it is or anything, but just if it's standing still in one place, how easy is it for you to shoot it? You know, if it's super tiny, or if it's shaped in a way that's like pancaked, so the viewer only sees this really thin edge, those are things that are gonna make your profile better, in my opinion, because it's gonna be harder for you to hit, or harder for you to get hit, right? And this one, I think, actually is like a perfect 5. Because if we're considering the freighter to be, it's big. You know, it's considered larger, right? I think the NightShade, it's probably a perfect 5. You know what I mean? Like, it's around the same profile as the starters. It's not super big or anything. It's not super small. It's kind of right in the middle. So I gave it a 5 for profile. And then for extra abilities, this is where I'm considering things like, you know, is your bot a flipper? Is it a chomper? You know, and I'm also considering how good and useful is that ability when I'm doing this. And again, it's from 0 to 10. 10 would be something where, like, you know, like Smee is probably going to get a 10 or a 9 for extra abilities. I might actually reserve a 10 for something that's like so good that you don't even want to use your gun anymore and you don't think about it because it's actually better to just use the extra ability. Like something that's actually dominant. Maybe I'll reserve 10 for that. And something like Smee or God Eater would be a 9. God Eater maybe an 8 because it might, you know, it's kind of hard to actually get people with it. I don't know. But Maw, I think Maw and Smee are probably a 9 for extra abilities. Just to give you guys an idea of how I score this category, because this is a little bit different. You know, 5 isn't standard here. Most spots are probably going to get a 0. So it's hard to get points in this category. However, I think that, and I might actually change this in the future. Whoa, sorry. I might actually change this in the future, maybe for next season. We'll see if this is really impactful for the ratings. If it like favors flippers and chompers, then I might change how this is scored or how we use it in the calculation. Because right now, these are all categories that are just averaged, and that gives you your category score. Anyway, so for the Nightshade, I gave it a 3 because this is also where I count things that like your extra steering abilities. And you have some pretty good extra steering abilities here. Yeah. Like it does feel weird, you know. Okay, so let me put it this way. If you just like put a tiny flipper that's useless, I'm not giving you points for that. It's gotta be useful. Your extra ability has to actually do something. This is why I didn't actually count the Caliban turret disabling, because it only rotates when you hold down right click. And you know, that's useful for the bot, but it's like part of the design itself. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't actually, like, it's not an extra thing. It's just something that like makes the bot function normally, but it doesn't hurt the bot or anything. Yeah, it's a quality of life thing. Exactly. It's not like an extra feature. Whereas this, you know, or the Huntsman, they actually have like extra driving feature. The Huntsman extra driving feature is the tank steer. That's what I'm including here. I just didn't include like too much points here because it's really already getting these points in mobility. And that's, you know, same thing here. So mobility stuff isn't really going to give you too much points in this category, but I am going to count it. But mostly, you know, if you have mobility stuff, I'm going to count that mostly here. It's just the fact that you have control over it. I'm also going to control that here. Or I'm going to factor that in here in this category. I'm giving it a 3 here because you got the strafing ability and the sharp steer ability. Those are both really useful. All right, so 9.67 on the objective. And on the category score, and this is out of 10, it gets a 7.4, which is really good. It's actually the highest of any bot we've scored so far. And that gives it a final verdict, 8.5. So an 8.5, man. Best score we've got so far. You're actually beating the Bird of Prey. Well, to be fair, I haven't actually done this test with the Bird of Prey. I've done everything else, but I haven't actually tested 5 games with it and used the results here. I just sort of assumed that it went 3-2, and I used that data because this is one of my controls. Because these are just things that I use to calibrate my scale and make sure that it's working properly. But yeah, 8.5, man. Congrats. Highest score so far. It is the first bot, but it beats any of the ones that I tested, and I did test good bots. You know, Bird of Prey and Huntsman and Caliban, they're all fantastic bots. So the fact that you're able to get an 8.5, that's great. Slap a little flipper on it and you get perfect, right? Okay, just to show you guys, if he would have gotten 10 out of 10 here, which again, to get 10 out of 10 on extra abilities, you'd have to have something that's like insane. Like, you're just like a Giga Chomper, and it's a really good Giga Chomper. That would bring you up to 9.2. Which would be really hard. It'd be more realistic to expect like if you added like a good flipper on here, I'd probably give you like a 6 or 7 here. If you still had the steering, it's probably a 7. That'd bring you up to 8.9. You see what I'm saying? But okay, so what I'm thinking here, I'm considering maybe for next season or maybe for next week. I don't know. Maybe we'll change it because we're so early on. I might make this similar to the way win loss results works, so that it gives you extra points in the category score to pick up anything that you might have missed, you know? Like if you have extra abilities, it'll help you pick up points, but it's not required. You get what I'm saying? So we'll only divide by these categories and get an average of this, and then we'll add extra abilities to that. And maybe we'll just make it like a 1 out of 5 scale or 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 might be good. Something like that. And then again, we would have to make it cap out so it doesn't go over. No, I don't consider flying an extra ability. Are you kidding me? That's just a movement category. Heck no. However, if you are a ground bot and you can also fly, that's an extra ability.